All right, guys. Today we're going to be working on elapsed time. It is Friday, April 24th, and I'm going to have you watch this video and kind of think along with me. You have to be able to read the analog clock. So if for some reason you need extra practice with this, you can go down here and practice reading times and writing them because that's going to be helpful. Okay, follow along. If it gets tricky, that's okay. I'm not there to help you. Don't get frustrated. Don't give up. First thing you have to do in order to find elapsed time, which is the fancy word for how much time has gone by, is figure out what time it is when you're starting. So this clock right now says 8:15. 8:15. And then you have to break it down and solve a simpler problem. What time will it be in 9 hours? Well, I have to jump ahead 9 hours. A lot of you are like, easy, add 8 plus 9. That's fine, but we don't go around using military time. We don't say it's 17 o'clock, and neither of these have it 17. So let me show you a better strategy. I'm going to draw a picture. It's nice because the clock's already there. You could use your finger too. But if we're adding 9 hours, I'm going to start at 8. 1 hour later would be 9. 2 hours. 3 hours later. 4 hours later. 5, 6, 7, 8. That gets us to 4. And we didn't add any minutes. So just hours have gone by, meaning it's still going to be 4:15. Does my answer make sense? The answer is 5:15. Oh, so why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, do you see why? I literally just got that wrong. I only added 8 hours. I was supposed to add 9 hours. Whew. How lucky am I that I checked to make sure my answer made sense? Let me switch over to my pointer. I hope I don't get tricked on the next one. Whew, that was tricky. Okay, I'm going to do this one right. 3:45. That's my starting time. 3:45. What time will it be in, oh, they made it harder, 8 hours and 45 minutes? You can't do both at the same time. So I'm going to start by adding hours, and I'm going to do it correctly. I'm adding 8 hours. My starting hour is 3 because it's between 3 and 4. So 1 hour later would be 4:45. 2 hours later, 3 hours later, 4 hours later, 5 hours later, 6 hours later, 7 hours later, 8 hours later, I'm at 8 hours later, I'm at 11:45. Holy cow, that's almost noon. Oh yeah, I'm going to get to noon because I'm going to add 45 minutes. Let me switch colors to show you what I'm thinking. My minute hand is at 45. That's what the 9 is equal to. And I'm adding 45 minutes. So watch what happens. 5, 10, 15 minutes later, and I have to add 45, but I just want to show you this thinking. I'm at noon or midnight. I don't know if it's AM or PM. And I've only added those 15 out of 45 minutes. I'm going to keep going. So there's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Oh. So when I added the remaining minutes, which ended up being 30, I got to 12:30. If I've done this correctly, there will be a clock that shows 12:30, and I just saw it. Here it is. So my answer makes sense. It's not hard, but you can see why without showing your work, it gets a little confusing. Whew, got that one right. Let's erase all my thinking. If you don't have a dry erase marker at home, because we write on our Chromebook sometimes at school, piece of paper, pencil, you can write it right there next to you. You can still put your finger up instead of your cursor or marker, and you can still use your finger to help you jump and count. Sometimes I just use my fingers if I don't have a clock. All right. Let's jump a level. I'm nervous. I got the first one wrong on the easy level. Okay, first step, going back to what we got to do. This clock says 8. Okay, it's not 5. I'm going to say 8:04. And what time will it be in? So that means we're going to add 9 hours and 46 7 minutes. Oh, now I see why it's another harder level. First, let's do hours. It's 8, so I'm starting at 8. 1 hour, 2 hours later, 3 hours later. I feel like SpongeBob. 4 hours later, 5 hours later, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think you'll agree with me that it's going to be 5:04, 9 hours later. You can check my thinking here. I'm going to switch colors so you can see my thinking. And now I'm going to add 47 minutes. Ugh, this is horrible. If I add 1 minute, that gets me right to the 5 mark. So I've already added 1. I'm going to go ahead and write my thinking up here. So that means I have 46 more minutes to add. So let's do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That's what I added the second time. So I've added 45 and I've added 1. That's 46. I have to add 1 more minute. So I would add 1 more minute. That gets me to 51. So my end time is 5:51. Oh, again, I can already see that this makes sense. This doesn't make sense. That's 5:31. This answer makes sense. Please be right. Yes, great job. And there's another level, even still. I just want to see what it looks like because my goal is for you to get to 80. Holy cow. What'd they do? It's harder because they took away the darn clocks. There are no clocks to draw my picture on. I could draw a clock myself. Oh, and I have to figure out how much time has passed too. It's totally different. I'm going from 11:30 to 5:30. So I might try a little number line here. Let's go back here. So if I'm starting at 11, I'm just going to do the hours first. Next comes 12 on a clock. 1, 2, 3. This is a good strategy or a good skill to have because some of you are playing games like for this many hours, maybe longer. All right, so do you see what I've done? I used the information. They told me I started at 11 and I stopped at 5. And then I made a number sentence. My friends are texting me, ignore them. So here's my thinking. This is 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Gets me from 11 to 5, and the minutes didn't change. So I don't even have to worry about solving minutes. My answer is, oh wait, I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours have passed. And I can go ahead and put 0 minutes. It's exactly 6 hours. Woo, terrific. This one's harder. No, it's not. It's easier because you can probably do this one in your head. From 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. That's only 30 minutes. I don't know why my thinking didn't go away from the first problem. Just like that, I'm at my goal. So from here on out, it's going to be harder. You can use some strategies. Stomping your feet and being mean to your brother, those aren't strategies. So don't be doing that. Okay, guys, good luck. I'll see how you did in a little bit.